Yes students, in this video we will start from question number 8. So statement of question number 8 is find the integration of 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x integration with respect to x. Now we will use the formula here. Cos 2x is equals to 1 minus 2 sin square x, or second one is 2 cos square x minus 1. If in place of 2x x is written, in that case you will take here x by 2 x by 2. So by using these two formulas in this integration 1 minus cos x, it can be written as 2 sin square x by 2. Similarly, by using this second formula 1 plus cos x can be written as 2 cos square x by 2. 2 is cancelled with 2 and sin square by cos square it becomes tangent square x by 2. Now in case of tangent square, how you will integrate it? Already we have done this type of sum in previous exercise. One trigonometric identity is there, 1 plus tan square theta is equals to secant square theta. By using this identity, tangent square theta can be written as secant square theta minus 1. So use this result here. Write down this tangent square x by 2 as secant square x by 2 minus 1. Now we will integrate it. Derivative of tangent is secant square, integration of secant square is tangent x by 2 divided by derivative of x by 2 is half, divided by half, minus integration of 1 with respect to x is x plus integration constant c, or this half can be written as 2 here. So this is the integration of question number 8. Now see next sum. In question number 9, statement is find the integration of cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. In this case, this is question number 9. In this case you will multiply and divide it by 1 minus cos x. This remains as it is. Multiply and divide it by 1 minus cos x means rationalize it. After that you will get in the denominator 1 plus cos into 1 minus cos, it becomes 1 minus cos square. 1 minus cos square is equals to sin square x, and here cos into 1 it becomes cos x, minus cos into cos it becomes cos square x. Now divide this sin square x separately with these two terms. Cos by sin it becomes cot x, and reciprocal of sin is cosecant x, minus cos square by sin square it becomes cot square x. Now we will integrate these two terms. We don't know the integration of cot square, just like as tangent square, but again one trigonometric identity is there. 1 plus cot square theta is equals to cosecant square theta. So cot square can be written as cosecant square minus 1. Write down this cot x into cosecant x as it is. In place of this cot square x, write down cosecant square x minus 1, and when you will remove this bracket, this minus 1 is changed into plus 1. Now all of you know that derivative of cot is minus cosecant square. Derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x. So integration of cosecant square is minus cot. So here in place of integration of cosecant square, write down minus cot. Already minus sign is there, minus minus becomes plus. Integration of 1 is x. Now derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant x into cot. So integration of cot into cosecant is minus cosecant x. So this is the integration plus integration constant c. So this is question number 9. In this sum we have multiplied and divided the given function by 1 minus cos x. do more and more practice of this chapter from others books also. This is most important chapter because next two chapters are interlinked with this chapter. If you have done this chapter, then only you will be able to do next two chapters. Now see next question, question number 10. In question number 10, sine raised to power 4 is given to you. Sine raised to power 4x, integration of this. I have told you that in case of square, you will use the formula of cos 2x. In case of sine cube, you will use the formula of sine 3x. With the help of formula of sine 3x, you will find the value of sine cube. Now sine raised to power 4 is given to you. In case of sine raised to power 4, if any odd power is given to you, 3, 5, 7, in that case you can separate one sign, and in the remaining even power of sign you can use trigonometric identity. But now even power is given to you. So in case of even power you will not separate one sign. In this case, this sine raised to power 4 can be written as sine square x, then again square. Now this sine square x, it can be written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2, then whole square. And now this square is with 2 also, it becomes 1 by 4. Take this 1 by 4 outside the integration, and here 1 minus cos 2x, use the identity of a minus b whole square. It becomes a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now in this term power of cos is 1, direct you can integrate it, but here again cos square is given to you, so you will find out the value of cos square 2x. This 1 by 4 remains as it is, 1 remains as it is, this minus 2 cos 2x also remains as it is. Now in place of cos square 2x, we will use the formula of cos 2x. It can be written as 1 plus cos 4x divided by 2. Now here this 2 can be written as 1 by 2 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2, it becomes 3 by 2. Now here power of cos is 1. Now very easily you can integrate all these three terms. Integration of cos is sine. Here also you will use integration of cos is sine, and this is constant term. Integration of 3 by 2 is 3 by 2x. So next steps you will do yourself. You will complete this sum. Next question number 11. In question number 11, statement is find the integration of, here cos raised to power 4 is given to you. This sum is also just like as a 10th sum. This cos raised to power 4 can be written as cos square 2x, then again square. So here you will use the formula of cos 2x, then you will use the identity of a plus b whole square, then again you will use the formula of cos 2x. So this sum is similar to question number 10. So you will do yourself this question number 11. I am explaining next sum, because if I will explain each and every sum you will not do practice. So your practice is must. That's why few sums I am leaving for you. Next see question number 12. In question number 12, statement is find the integration of sine square x divided by 1 plus cos x. Here this sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos square x, and all of you know that by using identity a square minus b square, this 1 minus cos square x can be written as 1 minus cos into 1 plus cos. This 1 plus cos x is cancelled with 1 plus cos x, so remaining function is 1 minus cos x, and very easily you can integrate it. Integration of 1 is x, integration of cos x is sin x. So you will complete it. Next question number 13. In question number 13, statement is find the integration of 2 cos square x minus cos square a divided by cos x minus cos, you can say this is alpha. Now one common mistakes which students makes, all of you know that integration of sin x is minus cos x, But what is integration of sine A with respect to x? This is not minus cos A, it becomes wrong. Here sine A is constant term, you can take it common. After taking this common, here is 1, and all of you know that integration of 1 is x. So integration of sine A dx is sine A into x plus integration constant c. So here also this cos alpha, cos square alpha, these terms are constant term. You will not take integration of cos alpha as sin alpha. Integration of cos alpha is cos alpha into x. So by using this identity a square minus b square, it can be written as cos x minus cos alpha, cos x plus cos alpha. Cos x minus cos alpha is cancelled with cos x minus cos alpha. 2 is taken common. Here you will get cos x plus cos alpha. And now integration of cos x is sin x. Integration of cos alpha with respect to x, it will be x into cos alpha plus integration constant c. You will not take the integration of cos alpha as sin alpha, it becomes wrong. Cos alpha is constant term, cos A is constant, cos B is constant, because we are integrating with respect to x here. Next, question number 14. In question number 14, statement is find the integration of cos x